We have a storm coming up. And that takes a lot of preparation when you have animals because you have to worry about the cold, making sure they have enough food, and also making sure that you have water in the event that your electricity goes out. So I thought I was being smart, and I took a big water trough and put it in my tack room, filled it up, and it leaked all over my tack room. So then we had to empty it out into buckets and do the best we could to clean up the tack room. Luckily, my husband was home and helped me, and I am so grateful for his help. It was a huge help having him there to help me do that because we had a carpet in there that got completely soaked. Not good. But a lot of questions come up about horses in particular, like whether or not they need coats on, and some do. There are some horses that really, truly do need a coat on, or a blanket, as they call them, to keep them warm. Mine have a really nice, thick coat, and also a decent layer of fat, unfortunately, as well. So, they don't need blankets. In fact, what happens here, and you can see it, is that as it gets colder, their hair sticks straight out, and it becomes even more of an insulator to keep them warm. When it gets warmer outside, you'll see that their hair lays flat, and so it looks like they're not quite as fuzzy, but you'll see horses in the winter are super, super fuzzy, as you can see Dove is here. Water is a huge issue when it's cold, and so I'm lucky enough to have these automatic waterers, and it works really well. As you can see, Dove is drinking hers and is quite happy with the 55-degree water that's coming out on a regular basis. Food is also really important. So hay keeps any type of forage actually keeps a horse warm. The digestion of it in their stomach creates heat, and so making sure they have access to hay at all times is really important. And this is also important for the sheep. They need water, and so you can see here Aggie's getting water from her automatic waterer. I have a mineral tub out because all of these ewes are pregnant, and so their stomachs are actually being compressed by the size of the babies in their stomachs, not in their stomachs, actually in their uterus, and so they maybe aren't getting enough minerals and food and nutrients, and so this gives them a little boost of energy. Making sure they have access to good minerals all the time is really important. You can see this in this mineral feeder. Access to good shelter is really important, especially as this ice storm comes in. And again, for sheep as well, access to great hay that they can get to at all times, close to their shelter, especially in case of deep snow. And you can see they have lots and lots of hay. And so they are all ready for the storm. And you can see here, this is Apple and her daughter from last year, Beyonce. They're both pregnant and due in sometime in February. So looking forward to that. And this is how I prepped for the storm.